I am a Sonic fan. Now I know it can be very hard to tell, especially with this channel being filled to the brim with Sonic the Hedgehog videos and content, but yes, I am in fact a fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog series. All jokes aside though, I've been following this franchise for a very long time. I would say it's been over 10 years, which is already more than half of my life. I may have even been a Sonic fan before you were even born. I say all that to say, over the course of 10 or so years, I've gained quite a bit of knowledge about Sonic lore and this franchise as a whole. I've done videos in the past dedicated to the history of Sonic the Hedgehog characters and the world that they live in. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, go ahead and give it a watch. I really hope you enjoy it. But with all the information I've obtained, I figured I should tell you a couple of things I learned over the course of these past several years. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Random Facts about Sonic the Hedgehog. Now the first random fact I have on the table for today is the unofficial name for Sonic the Hedgehog. This name isn't even actually canon, as it was a name found in the Archie Sonic comics, a series that has always been on my must-read list, but as you can tell, I never do. But regardless of that, this name is one so odd, it's one I'm not even sure I will pronounce correctly. Sonic's quote-unquote real name is Oglive Maurice the Hedgehog. Again, this is a name I probably butchered because I don't really know the correct pronunciation, but if you have that, let me know what it is in the comment section down below. But anyway, as I said earlier, I never actually read the Sonic Archie comics, so I stumbled upon this name a little while ago while I was taking one of those Sonic the Hedgehog trivia quizzes. When I had first heard of this name, I left feeling very confused, wondering why such a unique yet very odd name was chosen. Then I realized it came from the Sonic Archie comics, a series already filled with so many peculiar yet captivating things. Whether it was the characters, the story, or the art style, seeing this many interesting things littered throughout the production of these comics always made them very intriguing, and I always wanted to read them. However, seeing the many issues and being at the very least unsure where to begin makes me have a hard time getting started. If you have any suggestions on how to get into these comics, please drop me a couple of pointers in the comments section down below. Hopefully your advice will make the process seem a lot less daunting. Also, while you have the chance, it would really help me out a lot if you guys remember to hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying the video. And also don't forget to turn that post notifications bell on, that way you never miss a video. But anyway, let's move on to fact number 2. For this fact, I'd figure it'd be appropriate to talk about a fact that is actually canon, but this one is one that is actually pretty obvious on the surface. The second fact that I'm here to present to you today is that Sonic the Hedgehog cannot swim. Now of course, if you're a Sonic fan, this is made blatantly obvious. This is likely Sonic's biggest and most glaring weakness. In the games, whenever you're playing a water level of pretty much any variety, Sonic just quickly sinks to the bottom. This weakness was even mocked in multiple episodes of Sonic X, the 2003 anime. However, there is just one question. Why? Why can't Sonic the Hedgehog swim? Well, it actually dates back to the early days of the series, where game developer Yuji Naka made the assumption that hedgehogs can't perform well in situations where water is involved. To be blunt, Naka assumed that hedgehogs can't swim, but me not doing any research and only playing Sonic games, I assumed that because Sonic can't swim, all hedgehogs were stuck with the same deficiency. I wouldn't find out until years later that the conclusion that Naka and I had come to had been completely wrong. Seeing as though hedgehogs actually do quite well in water, I guess you can say that perhaps Sonic may have missed a few of the hedgehog swimming lessons. However, even though it may appear that Sonic may have been slighted on a very useful ability, aside from super speed, he has access to one that I found to be very interesting, which inevitably brings me to fact number 3. Now this fact is particularly fascinating. It's one that I don't think too many people know, and for that reason it definitely goes underappreciated. Sonic the Hedgehog has a lot of moves, from the spin dash to the homing attack and all the way to moves like Sonic Wind. All things considered, Sonic seems pretty compact. But what if I told you that Sonic had something of a sixth sense? Sort of like how Spider-Man has his Spidey sense. In the opening cutscene of the game's Sonic CD, we see that Sonic sneezes right before danger strikes, or to be more precise, right before a rock pillar falls and nearly crushes him. Aside from that though, Sonic's sixth sense doesn't come into play as often as one might hope. It appeared on some old Sonic merch, a Sonic statue seen in Japanese arcades, an early manga, and lastly an unused Sonic CD sprite. That may sound like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, and especially with how big the Sonic franchise is, this isn't what I would classify as a lot. To me, I kind of find this to be a shame. Sure, a sixth sense ability isn't one that's too uncommon, but that doesn't make it any less cool. I also don't believe it would be too hard to implement in current Sonic media. Seeing it appear in cutscenes in games, IDW comics, and even in the Sonic movies seems like a fine yet simple way to bring back Sonic's danger sense. But with that out of the way, allow me to move on to fact number 4. Unlike the other informational pieces I presented thus far, this one isn't really about Sonic as a character, but about a different star in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. This fact actually could have changed the entire franchise as a whole, whether it be for better or for worse. Obviously, when you think of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, you think about Sonic. He is the main character and his name is in the game, so naturally, Sonic is the first thing that your mind may shift to. However, Sonic wasn't the obvious choice for the main character of this franchise. You see, long ago, Sega was trying to create a new mascot to rival Nintendo's Mario, so they hosted an in-house competition to see who would create the most appealing character for a mascot. Now, a lot of these designs can be found online if you look hard enough, but 3 characters really stood out the most. Firstly, and most obviously, the winner of the competition is the blue hedgehog we know as Sonic the Hedgehog. Next was a light blue rabbit named Feel, who instead of speed, could grab things with his ears and throw those objects at his enemies. Feel the rabbit sported a red bow tie, white gloves, and white shoes to match. And lastly, yet most interestingly in my opinion, was a design that didn't at the time have a name. It was a mustachioed man with a pink nose, blue glasses, and wearing some type of pajama outfit. This design was meant to openly attack Sega's at the time long-standing rival Nintendo's mascot, Mario. Now of course, this was not the character chosen to be the mascot of Sega. However, unlike Feel the Rabbit, this design with a few modifications did see the light of day. As you can see, it bears a striking resemblance to the main character of the Sonic the Hedgehog series, Dr. Eggman. In brief, Sonic wasn't the clear choice. I'm sure in some other parallel universe somewhere, Eggman or Feel is the mascot out there somewhere. But with that fact all wrapped up, that brings us to fact number 5. Now this fact is one I actually didn't even know until I actually got down into writing the script for this video. It was one so shocking yet so amazing, I had to make sure I brought it up. Now as I said earlier in the video, Sonic's capabilities seem to be immeasurable. Sonic can run at the speed of sound, fly with the power of the Chaos Emeralds, win gold medals in the Olympics, pilot planes, blow up giant spaceships, and so much more. But did you know that Sonic was in a band? Or at least he almost was. And no, I'm not talking about Sonic Underground or anything like that. I'm talking about in actual canon material, Sonic was going to be in a band. Now you see, in the early days of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega had begun to recently include the little, well, I can't sing, so I'd better just show you. Ah yes, very soothing and nostalgic. However, it's due to this, we don't have Sonic playing with his band in the main canon. This little Sega jingle actually takes up 1/8 of cartridge space, so with this jingle being that big, it was clear that Sega had to make a few cuts in order for necessary content to remain. So with that being said, Sonic and his band were scrapped from the game, and thus were cut from the main canon. Suffice to say, it's definitely a sad sight. However, it was one that was a necessary decision. What's going on guys? Thank you all so much for sticking around to the end of the video. But now I want to hear from you. What's a random Sonic fact that you know of? Let me know all of them in the comment section down below. I really enjoyed making this video because it reminded me of some previous Sonic history that I may have forgotten about, or enlightened me on some new things that I had never knew. Now of course, these 5 facts are completely out of left field as none of them really have anything to do with each other outside of being Sonic the Hedgehog related. With that being said, I really did enjoy putting all of this together because they were just some of the most interesting facts that really stuck out to me. However, there are definitely a couple I could have dove in deeper on, and a couple I also could have made a note of. If you want to see another video like this where I break down a couple of other random Sonic the Hedgehog facts, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me and my channel out a ton. Ultimately, when you like a video, YouTube will promote that video and also more people will begin to see it, basically meaning more viewership. So in essence, it really does help a lot. One last thing before I go here though is I want to take the time to shout out some of my amazing channel members. Thank you guys so much for your everlasting support on my content, because I'm really out here trying to make the best possible content that I can possibly make. And honestly, just knowing that I have your support to do so really does motivate me to make even better content than I ever could have before. Your support truly does speak volumes, and it will not go unnoticed. Thank you all again so much, it really is appreciated. If you're interested in becoming a member of my channel, there'll be more information in the link in the description down below. But of course, if you want to help me out in any other way, again, liking and subscribing, turn on the post notifications bell, all of those are great viable options. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. This is SONICSTA signing out. Have a blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?